Welcome to Botches Off-Road. Yeah, so this is a whole hour-long episode. What are we going to talk about today?
Oh, I think we're going to elaborate a little bit on the rap between both of us. Maybe we'll do some radio chatter. Maybe we'll check the cobwebs in the voicemail because none of you guys will send us voicemails because you hate us, apparently.
Yeah, no, the cobwebs are firmly in place. No one has been in there in a hot minute.
Come on, guys. Step it up. It's literally free. It's free.
Yeah, it costs nothing. But someone needs to go in there and just kind of dust off the cobwebs a little bit, get everything ready, make room for more people. Because right now it is full of cobwebs and we ain't cleaning it.
Yeah, come on, man. But I did want to talk a little bit about my diesel heater setup. I love the diesel heater. But the whole setup itself, like the hose, the exhaust, the battery, I'm realizing that it's kind of a pain to set everything up.
Does it really take you that long to set it up?
Yeah. I mean, I would say like 15, 30 minutes. I don't know, like 15 minutes.
Why? It takes me like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Well, because I have to rehook everything up. And
me too.
Well, do you have like thumb tightened hose clamps?
Oh, you tighten the hose clamps? Oh,
yeah.
I keep the hose assembly all together and then I just slide the hose on.
Well, you have to still tighten it at the base.
I don't do that. I just slide it in.
Well,
we don't.
I do, so I guess maybe I should try that, but it's a pain to even get on there in the first place because it's kind of it still is.
You still only have a short bit of hose, don't you?
No, I mean I have like a 10-footer or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, it takes me about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to set up one diesel heater with a V that goes to 210s.
Yeah, it takes me longer. I gotta grab the battery out. I gotta grab the case. Then I grab the diesel heater. Then I gotta find the place to set it up. I have to set the diesel heater up off the dry grass so it doesn't burn into the grass.
Yeah, I have mine mounted to a pack-out plate. So all I have to do is I move the diesel heater, set it to the side, pull all the hoses out of one pack-out, set the pack-out down, put the diesel heater on top of the pack-out, and then run the hoses to the tent and slap the exhaust tube on.
Yeah. Well, I did see that I didn't have to, like, tighten the exhaust tube up any, so I did just slide those on, and that was easy. But it's just that and hooking up all the wiring. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It's just, like...
How do you have your wiring set up? Do you have just a plug, or do you have to, like, thread it on, or...
For what?
For your wiring to your diesel heater.
My Anderson?
Is it an Anderson, so you just go click?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I got the Anderson from the marine battery going to the Anderson from the diesel heater.
Okay, yeah.
And that worked great. I had no issues with that. The fuel I had in there from January, I just ran that. And that on one lasted pretty much all night. So that was fine. It was only like half tank, maybe. So that was good. And then I filled it up in the morning, restarted it just so she could have a little warmer tent to get ready in and everything. And then we shut it off before we left for camp. I mean, it's not bad, especially when you're base camping, because you could just set it there and leave it. Like, I left it there.
Yeah.
I don't think I would necessarily take a diesel heater if I was doing anything other than base camping, because it is an added minute and a half. Like, it is a whole other thing you got to deal with.
It was more, too, because I had to, like, yank it out of the truck. Like, it wasn't in a great, easy position for me to grab out. So, when we fully loaded the truck, that thing was stacked to the ceiling again. When I bring the diesel heater, it pretty much adds everything that I had made room for. You know what I mean? Like all the space that I had is taken back when I add the diesel heater and the case and everything.
Oh no,
So,
I get it because my diesel heater fills the back of my truck.
yeah, I thought about just strapping it on the roof when we're driving, and not like at camp, like trails, but just like highway stuff, just for the little bit of extra space. But at that point, I would have to take it down when I got to camp or got to the trail, and it was just like, yeah, maybe not. So another thing is that fucking bag is loud as fuck on the freeway.
Which bag?
The Gazelle bag.
Oh, so we got to come up with something to slide it into. I got some ideas.
I thought about doing like a piece of aluminum that's in like a triangular shape all the way around as like a windbreak that I could kind of nuzzle it into and then literally just bolt it down into the roof rack.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I could just, throw the bag in and there's basically a aluminum cone.
I'd do something round instead of triangular because it's going to have less noise. So you could literally do like a 6-inch PVC with a 6-inch PVC cap and just paint it black or whatever and bolt it on.
I think 6 inches is too small.
Okay, do an 8-inch.
Too small.
Yeah, we'll have to measure. We'll have to measure the circumference of that bag then.
Yeah, because I'm thinking you're looking closer to a foot.
Jesus, because the tip of ours is only like 6 inches, maybe.
At the widest point on it, which I point towards the front, which I know doesn't help for aerodynamics, but it does help for securing it down.
What is that thing called?
It's the Gazelle T5 Backcountry. But whatever it's packaged at, whatever they say it is for package, I mean, it's not going to be that.
No, it'll be a little bigger.
It's quite a bit bigger than it was. They had everything nice and even.
Yeah.
What am I looking at here?
It doesn't tell me a package circumference.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm curious. I'd be interested to see what we can come up with for it. But I think we can come up with something that works pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my original...
See if it fit in my duffel bag.
Well, I mean, it's in a duffel bag.
Yeah, it's bigger than your duffel.
I mean, it's in a duffel bag already. It's an oversized bag. So maybe I thought about, if it's truly waterproof and everything like they say, I thought about shoving some bedding in there just to take up some more space in the bag. And I did buy auto ratcheting straps, so that was really nice for setting it up there and being able to do it like one person.
Yeah.
And it's really quick to bring them back down, throw them in the passenger seat, grab the tent, and start setting it up. So it's just so loud on the highway, and I've been thinking a little bit about trying to find ways to help with fuel economy a little. I thought about a couple people have been talking about doing a tune, and I thought about just trying, maybe looking into that, doing a tune on it, and just seeing if that would help the truck with the fuel economy a little bit. Also, airing up my tires to like their full capacity and making sure they're not a little low, just for the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have noticed that does help a little. But that thing just gear hunts like crazy, and I know that's like a Toyota thing too, but
it shouldn't be. You might need re-geared.
A lot of people say it. Even like there's a lot of like Toyota forums that say that like a lot of like Toyota SUVs and trucks just gear hunt on the highways.
I know they say that, but a lot of times a re-gear is what fixes it.
Right. I don't know. Even a re-gear would be fine and dandy and all, but like I don't have the money, I think, for a re-gear.
No, I get it. That's why I'm not re-geared.
when my diff goes, I think I'm just gonna try and buy the parts to rebuild the diff instead of. Patrick Kissman was talking to me about this a little bit.
If you're gonna
and
rebuild the diff, though, why wouldn't you re-gear while you're in there?
because it's like $500-600 to buy the parts to rebuild it, and it's like $2,500 to get it like re-geared. But
No,
like the
it's
rebuild,
2,500. It's 2,500 to take it to someone to re-gear. If you're
Well,
rebuilding, you may as well
I'm
re-gear.
I'm not doing it myself. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing, and I'm not
So, I
gonna
mean-
fucking destroy my own diff again.
The labor. So the labor to have it re-geared and the labor to have it rebuilt is the same, because a re-gear generally includes a rebuild. So if you're gonna have it rebuilt, you may as well have it re-geared.
Yeah, but I'm seeing that there's a big price difference from buying the part, sending it to one of the guys around here that will rebuild them, versus buying a re-gear with a diff lock.
Huh?
I was just talking to people about it, so
So
to
you're
rebuild
looking
yours.
at a pre-built one.
I'm
to
sorry.
rebuild yours is $638.
Right. Because Derek just got his done.
Derek bought a whole new axle and then had it done.
Right. But he did the axle and had it done, and it was under like $1,800.
So for you to buy a kit for your truck, just third member ready to drop in, is like $900 at 488s.
It's 48. I don't know anything about like the gear ratios, like what the, because that's not what I'm running is 488s right now.
No. Oh, but then you'd have to redo the front end. Okay. You're right. Then you have to do two, not one, so it would be about the 2,500. Okay, I'll back off because you're right.
I mean, it's just what I was talking to with Patrick on the MST thing in the chat, because he was telling me to just buy a used third member and throw that in, and that way the used third member would take care of everything else, just in case, like, I forget what he said about like the axles parts being fucked up, but. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, but then it was like still like with a diff, it's like $1,400-1,500 to do that. But a rebuild kit is, he said on eBay, and I found a couple links, but eBay it's like $300-400.
I mean, for you to do a used third member isn't bad, because the third member takes care of everything that would get fucked up on your diff, except for axle shafts itself. And
Right,
you can get a used third member for like $600-700.
Right, but who's to say that used third member isn't going to do the same damn thing, or isn't already on its way out?
Fair.
Like, it's good because like I'm paying $1,500 for a used third member with 280,000 miles, and my truck's only got 160,000. Like, that
That's
third
fair.
member's going to go out in like a year, or maybe not, but maybe. So
Here's
that's kind of
one-
where I'm at with it.
Here's one for $300, where that's got 456s on it, and it's nope. Wait, what? Yeah, it's 456. It's only got 100,000 miles on it.
Is it got a locker?
Well, the locker's not a lunchbox locker.
I mean, I would rather just keep the same locker I have, though. I mean,
I got you.
yeah. I mean, it's not a great ordeal anyway, all the way around. But I think I could find someone nearby, who will be able to help me,
Too
throw
bad.
that in for a decent price.
Too bad Gavin doesn't have $1,500.
I know.
In Arlington Heights, there's someone selling an entire long travel setup for your truck for $1,500. Total
It's
chaos.
funny. Yeah, it's funny because I might have $1,500 coming up, but it's already allocated. So
Yeah. Because it would be
I-
pretty sick to put. It's only 2 inch. It's not 3 inch like mine. Well, mine's 3.5, but still, it's just slightly wider. But it'd be enough that it'd make a big difference in ride and performance.
yeah, I have a job coming up that's gonna be like $1,500, but I'm gonna put 500 into a truck payment, do 500 into a credit card payment, and then split the other 500 with Sienna, and give us 250 each. So
I'm gonna send this to the group chat. I'm just kind of browsing Marketplace, looking at FJ stuff right now, and I've been looking at truck back campers, like truck sliding campers. Someone posted one. It's a Ladia, a 2017 Ladia, and they've got it on an F-150, and it makes the F-150 look fucking tiny.
yeah, it does.
Guys.
They just seem so fucking big. You know?
They are. They're not something you should be wheeling with by any means, but they're so nice when you're camping.
Yeah.
If you need to pull another trailer.
Yeah. I
Which-
thought about buying like a junkyard axle too, like I said on the
Yeah.
like doing some part, but again, like I said, I have no idea in the condition of it, and I don't want to throw
Right.
one in that's just going to go in another 100 some miles if I'm going to do it. I'd rather just do like a full rebuild and have someone, nearby. I think I could find someone who would give me a good deal on it. We have friends, that could do that stuff. So and maybe while they're down there, I might look into seeing if they could throw a front locker on, but we'll see.
If you're doing a front locker, you should regear.
All right,
Like,
well,
if
never
you're-
mind then.
If you're getting into that diff as well, you should probably regear.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a thought, but maybe not then. And I wish I could. I wish I could afford a full regear, but after talking it out with a bunch of people, it was like I don't plan on going any bigger than 35s, and I might not even go to 35s because I feel like I don't even really need them for what I do. So,
Yeah. I mean, no one needs 35s.
I mean, what do they? In a practical use, they give you what, an inch and a half more, like clearance, and you have to change a lot of extra other things for it to make sense, I guess, for my truck.
I
Practically,
mean, an inch and a half of clearance is a lot of clearance. But you're right. You've got to do a lot to get to that point.
yeah. I mean, and an inch and a half might be a lot for some people, but to me, it's like after you air down, it's like you're losing even more of that. You're probably at like an inch, and then
No,
like-
because you air down at the same rate, so you're going down to the same rate.
well, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, it's just probably not going to be as much as
I don't
like
know.
I don't know.
There's a big difference in wheeling a rig on 35s over wheeling a rig on 33s.
You think? I feel like
I've
they
gone
could both get through it.
I've gone from 31s to 33s to 35s, and I can tell you that every step of the way, I felt a massive change.
I mean, I felt a change from going from 265s to 280s, 85s, but I don't think for what I do it would make sense for me to spend the money on brand new upper
Yep.
control arms and looking at spacing and stuff like that. I don't know. For now it's kind of a back end thought, like it's not needed. Maybe when I'm making
Right.
enough money that I could think about frivolous things that I could be like, yeah, fuck it, why not? But at this point, sliders and Under Armour are more of a priority for me.
100% armor before 35s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, and I have the stock armor, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't, it doesn't help for the other shit.
because you can bop off a skid plate a lot more than you can, clear it. Like,
Yeah.
armor before 35s, for sure.
And I've jumped my FJ on accident more times than I'd like to admit, so skid plates would be cool for that too. I jumped it this weekend.
I jumped the
times.
Forerunner a time or two. It's pretty fun. I jumped it. Last time was Silver Lake.
I jumped it. It was like a perfect jump. In my mind, when I landed it, it was a full jump too. In my mind, when I landed it, I felt like a trophy truck because it felt like it landed so smoothly on like a down part of the hill.
Yeah.
But what I was doing is, so Zach and the rest of the 18 cars were going this way, up on the trail. But I found a trail that branched off and went up and around and met up with their trail. And they were just going so slow, which, they had new people, so it's like, I get it. But they were going so slow that I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to take this and see if I could beat them. So I fucking just, like, right off into this other trail and just gunned it. And it was longer than their trail because it was like almost like a semicircle around. Mm-hmm. And I gunned it, got to the intersection, but on the way there, I definitely jumped it, landed it. Sienna just kind of looked at me and I said, "No, that doesn't count because nothing flew around." Because I always jump it on accident on like a whoop. But yeah, I got to the intersection and then turned back down on the same trail that they were going up and met them like halfway up that trail. And they're like, "Oh, there's a guy coming." And I go, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah, there's a guy coming down the trail. It looks like he's moving real fast too." And I'm like laughing to myself, and I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Like really fast, like Derek Joe fast." And I'm like, "Huh." And they go, "That looks like an FJ." They go, "Wait, is that Gavin?" And I'm like, "No." And I pulled over to the side and let him pass. And they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's just taking a little detour, just kind of fucking around bebopping." But it's funny. I got that part on video, so you could kind of hear him go, "Is that Gavin?" Yeah, it was pretty cool. But the jump was fun. I mean, the truck handles that shit really well, even with that. This would be like, what, low-grade suspension, like the 6100s and 5160s. What do you call that? Low end?
Yes. Maybe.
I don't know. They're not the base Bilsteins. They're not like B6s or anything, but it's also not. It's not into their like 8100 line either. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it did really well, and having all that extra weight on there made it travel better.
Really, anything Bilstein is kind of budget. Even once you get up into the 8100 series, their competitors are significantly more expensive with significantly more performance at the same level.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear I'm not a Bilstein dick rider by any means. It's like we read two different sides of like the internet. I feel like sometimes because like I hear that there is better than Bilstein, but like I don't see that they're that much better. To like where the Bilsteins are all like. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hear that, and I'm watching like reviews on comparisons of them.
And I'm not saying that the Bilsteins are bad. Reviews are a terrible way to go off that because a lot of those reviews, the people have went from like 5160s to 8160s, and they're like, yeah, they're great, which they are. But you compare that to say ADS or King,
Fox,
and even Fox is kind of budget too. But you compare that to King or ADS, and all of a sudden the 8160s are just okay. They're in that same category, but they're the budget option in the category.
Oh, well, the ones that I've watched are like comparisons between other brands of shocks, not necessarily like someone going from like B6s to 8100s. I mean,
I've watched those too. Well, I don't know, like 5160s, but I've seen a lot of those reviews too, and everyone, they admit the Kings or the ADS is significantly better. But
I haven't heard the like significant.
Unless because They don't just say, oh, they're significantly better. They lay out the features and how the valve body works out. And when they do that, you can tell that the ADS or King is significantly better. However, if you don't know how the inside of a shock works, I could see how you wouldn't notice that much of a difference in a video.
So
you wouldn't feel
right. I mean, so you would say that Bilstein just doesn't build their stuff as good?
No, they're valved differently.
How are they valved differently?
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Bilstein is digressive as well.
I think they changed that when you get up into the higher one. I feel like we've had this conversation before on the digressive versus progressive valving, but who knows? We've had like 300 episodes.
Okay, Bilstein 8100 series, including the 8160, are large bore digressive piston. I'm not the
Right.
biggest fan of digressive. I like progressive. So I'm going to tell you that King
Biased.
I'm going to tell you that King or ADS are better because they're going to absorb everything a lot better. That being said, digressive isn't bad. They've got more control at lower speeds. They they help reduce body roll. I like the Bilstein 8160s. They just don't fit what I'm looking for in a shock.
So they're not necessarily worse. They're just
No,
not
they're
what
just-
you're looking for.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They're a very laugh all you want. They're a very different type of shock. They're more for the guy who wants a cheaper option who isn't looking for as good of performance. Because digressive inherently is not as good a performance as progressive.
No, but you just said that they were for different use cases. They
Yeah,
handle
they're
things
for the
better.
guy. They are. They're for the guy who wants a cheaper shock that does a decent job. Whereas a guy who's looking for a better shock is going to go with a progressive setup.
Okay.
It's two different use cases. One is a guy who just wants a good shock at a good price. That's a digressive setup. Same thing with Icon, who I also really like, by the way. Icon and Bilstein, I like them. And if I was to build a cheaper rig, I would use them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let's just put it this way. Your Baja and trophy trucks mostly use Kings and ADS because they're looking to bomb without being thrown all over the place. That's the best way of showing how
Yeah.
good ADS and Kings are.
I don't even think there's anyone running Bilsteins.
No.
We'll let the chat decide.
How much are the 8160s for the FJ? I do not want to sell my soul and give you all my cookies. Get out of here.
Aggressive shocks offer high low-speed dampening for superior handling and stability, firming up quickly over minor bumps, but soften at higher speeds to manage larger impacts. Conversely, progressive shocks...
I can call bullcrap on that, but okay.
No, that was right. That was pretty
Progressive
pretty on point.
shocks
No, I
increase
know,
in
but,
stiffness as speed increases, offering a smoother, more cushioned ride that shines over small chatter, but could feel bouncier.
Okay. I just know that I swear Bilsteins in my rear shake on the highway a lot more than
Well, you're
Well, I mean, is
I think they
you're
should.
digressive front and rear. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking for yours with their fancy electronic stuff. You're looking at 1588, whereas ADS, who doesn't do the fancy electronic stuff for your truck, you're looking at. I'll get out of here. I don't want to bump stop.
1588 per shock, I would imagine, right?
Yes, per shock.
I was going to say.
Whereas for ADS, for their top line, you're looking at 4100. So I don't know.
They do make a non-electronic 8100
They
series,
do.
though.
They do, which is cool. Like I said, they're not a bad shock, but they're the budget option in their category.
Sure.
That doesn't make them bad.
I don't know. It's like the way that you talk about them that does make them sound like they are bad, even though you keep saying that they're not, but then you still say that they are.
No, they're the budget option in their category. It's like the Google Pixel 10a. It's a decent phone. It's the budget option in its category.
I'll trust you on that one because I don't know anything about those.
Like, if you want a more expensive phone, fine. There are more expensive phones with better features. That doesn't make the Pixel 10a a bad phone.
Right. Interesting.
But yeah, so on to my fun stuff because we're at 30 minutes. So I've decided I need a truck bed camper. I don't need it for every trip because I don't want to camp in a camper every trip. But like, it would have been nice this weekend to just pull down and pop open a camper and be done and set up. So I was looking at prices, and I can get a used one that fits my truck for like $4,000, or I can get a truck topper and a rooftop tent and glue it on for under $2,000. So like, do you see a downside to doing a truck topper over a full-on camper? A lot easier
No.
to take on and off.
No, I don't.
I mean, you have to, if you want to build it out like how a normal truck camper is with like the kitchen and stuff, you have to set that up, but you're not talking permanent anyway, so you're going to not want to set up a kitchen in the bed.
No, I don't want this permanent at all. I just need a nice spot to sleep.
Yeah.
That I can stand up in. That would have been killer this weekend. Yeah, I don't need a full-on kitchen or anything. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to sit down there. So what I'm thinking is do like not a wedge style. You know the tents that go straight up? The hard shell
Yeah.
tents that go straight up?
Yeah, like pop up.
So I'm thinking about doing one of those, bolting the four corners and then gluing, and then cutting the entire middle out of it, and then making it so that the whole section you can stand up in, and then having two platforms that go under the tent mattress that you can slide and like kind of flip out of the way, so that if it is downpouring, we could put the tent up and fit 2 or 3 guys in there playing cards comfortably, sitting on chairs or something. But it's hard to find a topper because every topper is different for every type of truck. Like a Dodge topper doesn't fit a Ford, and a Chevy topper doesn't fit a Ford, and an F-150 topper doesn't fit an F-250.
No.
I think we lost Gavin talking about shocks. Oh, he's muted. That's why.
Yeah, sorry. I was just reading while you were talking about your camper. Reading my own funny stuff, but also, of course, Bilsteins are used everywhere. Or like there was a shit ton of competitions they're still used in, so whatever. But anyway,
Well, no,
we're still moving
I
on.
said, I was saying in Baja. I don't think they're used in Baja.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just fucking with you. But yeah, as far as your rooftop setup, I would definitely stick with the tent over the camper. I mean, weight alone is a big deal.
Okay, they do. They still do. There's a couple trucks running Bilsteins in Baja. It's just not as prevalent.
Right. Let's just we'll move past that. I don't want everyone to think that
Oh.
our whole hour is an argument.
But they're running a progressive shock that is called the Blackhawk Power Sport.
Okay.
Or 9200 series are the two that they're using for that. So, like, of course, Bilstein is a huge company. They sell a lot of different shocks. Just the 8160 is not... It's the budget option of its category. I'm not shitting on Bilstein. I like Bilstein. I just don't think the 8160 is like the end all be all.
I never said that. I'm just saying that they're not bad.
Yeah, no, they're not bad. Oh, dude, the 8100 with a bypass is fucking sick, though.
But to get back to your topper, though, weight in general would be like your biggest upside. Adding the weight of a camper, then towing, would be fucking crazy.
And that's the other reason that I'd rather not go the camper route. If I had a dually, I'd probably go the camper route. But being that it's an SRW, I'd almost rather just go with a truck topper with a tent on it, because it doesn't tear away at my towing capacity then.
No. It'll add like, what, a couple 100 pounds maybe?
Yeah, up to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. I mean,
Depending
just the
on
topper
what
itself would be like a couple 100, but by adding a rooftop tent, my one thing that I would say is, like, with how tall your truck already is, adding a rooftop tent to that would be really tall.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't fit in parking garages anymore.
Well, I'm just thinking about the climb. Like, how cool
he's
are we
through
climbing that tall?
Oh yeah, no,
He's
you're not
going into the
climbing up
bed.
there. Yeah,
Oh
it'd be
yeah,
bed
okay.
access.
You're right. Yeah, I'm still thinking of like the other way to get in too, but yeah, I mean bed access for sure. That's a little better.
Yeah,
It's like going up a 2-story building though.
And I really don't need like a full kitchen or anything. I've got that in my setup. I just need something that, mostly for trips like what I just did, that would just be easy and contained.
Yeah.
And stand up. Because this one, there was a separate bathhouse, so I obviously didn't bring our pop-up toilet. So I didn't have a stand-up tent to change in. Which I guess I could just bring the stand-up tent, but...
I'm about to say, you could have just bought the stand-up tent.
I brought the pop-up, and I butted it to the back of our back door for the tent.
Sick.
That was sick. It was just like having a bathroom. I wish that Gazelle made like a potty like that would zip into those triangular doors.
That'd be sick.
That is a game changer, dude. Mine, because of the angle of the tent, because it's like a hexagon and it's kind of angled slightly, you couldn't get the two butted right, up to up. But it was close enough to where one step out of the tent was a step into that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so when Sienna had to use the restroom, she didn't have to go out of the tent, go around and hike up a little bit. She could literally just get up. She was closer to that door, and then take a step into that, and boom, she's in the bathroom. And it's separate. And it was like, dude, sweet. What a time saver. So... And we could anchor that to our main tent, too, so it doesn't fly everywhere, which is kind of nice, too. So,
yeah, dude,
that was
fucking sick.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. It would be cool if I could, if we could get it to zip in, though, because then we can make it heated, and that would be super nice. Yeah. Although, now that I know that it works good in cold weather, I am like... dude, I just know it's going to hold in heat so well. It's got so many windows that I think we might be okay, but, like, I just know when it's, like, 90 degrees outside, it's going to be, like, super hot in there.
I mean, you're on setting 1, so, I mean, that there shows how good it is.
The first night I was, and it was a good 30 to 40 degree difference. The second night was in low 30s, and I had it on setting 10 to just push a lot of hot air in, just to try.
Yeah.
And I had it up to like 73, 75 at the most. But still going from 60, or what was it, 50s or so to 70, and then on 1 to early 30s. Like, it was straight up 30, maybe a little lower, but like 30 degrees going up to 75 or 74. So, I mean, and it still ran through the whole night. So, that's great keeping it in. And every single window all the way around, there's 7 windows all the way around the side. Every one of those zip up
Mm-hmm.
to insulate. And then every window, there's like 5 of them on the roof. All of those zip up. So you're completely sealed in. And Saturday morning, I got out, my normal time at like 7, 8, go pee and just was up. Sienna and the kids stayed in there till like 9 o'clock, and they didn't even know that it was like light out because it's almost completely blackout in there. Like, I would say you could see some light through some stitching or something maybe. Or like we had the corner of one of the triangular windows pulled down just a bit for some ventilation. Only like 4 inches, and that was the only light that went in. When I looked in through that window, it was pure black. I couldn't see Sienna. I couldn't see the kid. I opened the door just because the kid finally woke up and was making noises, and Sienna like hissed. She was like, it's bright. What the fuck? So I was like, yeah, it's daylight out, dude. Like, time to do some shit. So yeah, it's completely blackout, which is also good, but I have a feeling that's going to retain heat so bad. I might buy a second fan because I feel like we might need it. I even had the fan in there pushing air around, but I was super nervous about that. I'm hoping a lot of the time it doesn't rain, so I could just keep the rain fly off and just keep those windows open all the windows around. Both doors have screens on them too, so I could keep those doors open with the screens shut. And I'd imagine it'd be really good at ventilating like that, so I'm hoping. If not, it's going to be a hot, sticky mess.
Okay, so I did find an Alibaba roof bed cap for like $750. Oh no, it's $1,000 if I only buy one.
Plus shipping?
Oh, yeah, plus shipping. Plus, it allows me to put our logo on the side. It is pretty sick, though.
I'm surprised you're not scrounging Marketplace for like a $300 cap.
Bro, I have been.
Yeah,
It's harder than it sounds.
because you get all the other brand or vehicle types and not the one you're looking for.
Exactly. Alright, here's one for $590. That looks pretty much the same.
What year's your truck? 2019?
14.
Ooh.
Like, I can find some. The problem is finding one that'll work.
Shoot.
That isn't in Wisconsin or Indiana and isn't $1,000.
Yeah, I'm looking through it right now. 2014 Ford bed cap. Ooh, discontinued. A 6.5 foot aluminum contractor cap. That'd be
Too
sick.
long. Right?
You just
No,
I don't
six
know.
and a half. 6.5 is what I need.
Oh.
Yeah. I was thinking you
Dude,
had
it's
a shorter than that.
Oh, dude, it's a contractor cap, so you have side storage
Yeah.
too.
How much is it?
1,600.
Yeah. See, that's my
In
problem.
Jensen.
I saw that one actually.
Not that much.
I'm trying to spend like $200 to $300.
Well, there's a $300 one for a 2020 GMC Canyon. I'm sure that would fit.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta take this phone call real quick.
Oh Lord,
Oh man, I
It's
was
his
gonna harass
turkeys.
them.
I know. It's about its turkeys, but
I was
You
gonna
got
say,
any,
just take my fiberglass work and use my cap.
there you go.
Just stretch it.
Yeah, just don't have any windows. Or just put a toolbox in front of it. There you go. so you have the toolbox in the front, then
Back?
put the cap back.
Yeah, I'm back.
What'd your turkeys
I
say?
was gonna say, you just do some fiberglass work and use my cap.
So what I've thought about doing is doing some fiberglass work and building a cap, but that sounds like
Wow.
a hell of a lot of work.
So it's like somebody already said that.
Oh, they did?
Literally, he just
Yeah,
said
me.
that right before you said that.
Well, no, he said use his cap.
But yeah, they
And I
do
s-
fiberglass
Stretch
work
it,
on it.
add sides.
Yeah, I'm talking about just building a new one. That'd be way less work to just build a new one. God, that one's in Wisconsin, but it's a good deal.
Well, I mean, you have a truck. It'll make it to Wisconsin. Take the
I don't
ferry.
know. I got to do front end work before I do too much more driving on that thing. That is sketch.
I thought it was all good now.
Oh, dude,
No.
the other
He
the
said
other
it's
tie
a
rod
track
went
bar.
out. Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
I couldn't get an alignment before I left, so I left it alone because I didn't want to do it and then not be able to get it aligned.
Jeebus.
But
Let's see. I'm still looking for truck
and
toppers.
if you see the link that I sent to the chat earlier or the picture, that's the parts I got to buy to do the front end. It's like $400. 500 with shipping. Yeah. Yeah, I would love one of those contractor tops for 1700 in Jenison. Like that's what I actually want, but that is very much so out of my price range.
Yeah, there's a 2021 for $2,400.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit. Oh, and it's $2,400.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so many Chevy toppers. Do Chevy people just get rid of their toppers more often? Like, what the heck?
I don't know. I've never seen people get rid of their toppers. They usually just turn it into a shed.
I know.
So, yeah,
I always
you're going to
wanted
ask
one
me
as a
something
kid.
when Alex muted.
I don't even remember, man. My ADHD's everywhere. I wish I could, but no.
Yeah, so-
I was gonna say, any. Do we have any trips planned here in the next month?
Oh, I was going to update you on that.
Update?
So, you know how I was talking about going to Benji's, Gavin?
Yeah.
I'm deciding not to. I'm thinking of doing the spring shakedown.
Oh, you're gonna come to
talked
Spring
to Al.
Shakedown?
I
Yeah.
also think I might do Spring Shakedown.
Holy crap! Are you sure? It's an MST event, guys. I don't know.
I don't
don't
have an
think
issue
you
with
can
MST
hang.
events. I don't want
I
to
don't
do a
think you can
big
hang.
MST event.
Spring Shakedown's pretty big.
When I say big, I mean like out of state.
Oh. No, Spring Shakedown's a bunch of fun. It's just doing trails. It's not like even... The cool thing about the MST trips, too, is like the trail rides are like a suggestion. You don't
Yeah.
even have to. You could go to camp and then do those your own trail rides separate. And it's like
Yep.
nobody's going to be like, "Oh, no." So, I don't know. I like Spring Shakedown. I'm glad I had my own Spring Shakedown already, so... And as long as my diff doesn't blow up...
Your diff
should
is
be
fine,
good.
Gavin.
Patrick said it even wasn't. He's like, "Oh, that's kind of an issue." He goes, "I would be getting that looked at." Everybody
Nah.
saw my diff fluid, and they were like, "That's not good."
Your diff is fine until it isn't. Just don't worry about it till then.
No,
Set-
everybody heard. Alex said my diff is fine, so I'm going to drive it like it's normal, and when it blows,
Yes.
Alex is going to be right there with me.
It will be fine until it isn't. And when it isn't,
Nope.
I'll come get you. Make sure you've got money set up, and then we'll worry about it. But for right now, it's fine until it
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I love to hear. It'll blow out the one time we try to do it out of state to like Colorado or something.
Oh shit! I just found a really sick tonneau cover though.
But yeah, Spring Shakedown would be dope. What was I thinking? I was thinking about doing something else. You guys distracted me. Oh, you guys are coming to Riggs and Coffee Sunday.
Hopefully.
Yes.
I mean, we are. It's just a matter of what rig am I driving.
Yeah.
Are you
where
gonna
he's
fix your
driving.
truck?
That's the plan for this weekend. I've got all the parts.
Yeah, but can you?
I've got all the parts. We're gonna try. We're gonna try our darndest.
I don't know.
I'm
if
about
we'll
to say,
make it.
I'm
We'll
thinking
see.
of having you and Alan do that because he needs to do the same thing with his, so he might as well help you. I can finish up my front bumper this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. You could do your front bumper on Saturday while I'm at a wedding too. We gotta fix my truck on Friday.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about you had a wedding.
Yeah, we'll see. Our gas money's a little tight right now, so I don't know if we'll be making it to Hudsonville. But I'm gonna try. We're gonna try
could
and
just-
figure it out.
We could just put the FJ on a trailer and trailer it
Trailer?
down there.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to trailer it into that park. That's gonna be a soppy, wet mess.
we just need to get it to the parking lot and then offload it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm down. I'm down with that. Whatever. Yeah, the park where it's at is like really wet. Like last time, really soppy. So I was trying really hard not to dig holes right through it. And I was making a joke. And I was like, because it's right next to the fire department and stuff, I'm like, dude, they're going to kick us out of here after this. Like, I'd be surprised if they just kept letting us come in here. But it was a lot of fun. I was hoping to see some of you guys there.
I think we
We'll
were
see.
working on the Forerunner last time.
We were.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I didn't have my
the Forerunner's
truck.
been down for months.
It hasn't been months. It's been a month.
A
and a
month.
half.
Yeah, it's been months.
Yeah, we're months.
It is a new month now, so that counts as months.
Yeah.
I mean, it
I'll
hasn't
fix
beat
it.
its last record, so we're good on
Wait,
that
what-
front.
What was his last record?
When you had to like full on rebuild your front end, you were down for a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
for that one.
Oh yeah, dude.
6 weeks. No, I remember that. It wasn't even.
It felt like a whole summer.
I remember that because it wasn't even a month because I had called and put the truck in storage.
Oh no, yeah, it was your frame and stuff. It was your frame.
Well, yeah, that wasn't even a month because I'd called and put the truck in storage, and it had to be in storage for a month to get the cheaper insurance. And then I called and took it out of storage when we fixed it, and I still had to pay the full price for insurance because it wasn't a month.
So it's longer this time.
I think it's
You're-
longer this time.
You're abusing your Forerunner because you got a
Well-
Ford now.
And the worst part was it wasn't broken.
Well, this was
It just
before
had
the
a-
Ford.
It was. I bought the Ford because of this. It just had a leaky water pump. Like it still ran great and everything. Like fuck, dude. Why did they
Crazy
have to put
kid.
water?
Crazy that you spent what you spent on that Ford, only to have to do repairs already,
I know.
and still not have your Forerunner running.
know.
So it's like
But-
a double kick in the nuts.
Yeah, but you know, it was the cheapest 6.7 that wasn't blown up. So I was expecting to fix some stuff.
Yeah. But you definitely could have got like an Oldsmobile for off a marketplace.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have done what I needed it to.
The motherfuckers will tow, brother. It would have been cooler
They're-
to see you tow.
They're
a truck
only a
on an
half. They're
Oldsmobile
only a half
Roadmaster.
ton. They're only a half ton pickup.
I'm telling you, it would have been cool.
I needed a 3/4 ton, preferably a 1 ton, but I got a 3/4 ton because I couldn't afford a 1 ton.
Throw the
except for
gooseneck
the-
on the roof.
Oh my god! All right, on
Bolt
that
it
note,
down.
we'll catch you guys later. Gavin's getting
Hey.
crazy.
I've seen it done on a Beetle.
That's different. That was a specially designed system. Whole different thing. Different trailer. The trailer was custom. I've
That
seen
would
it
be
done.
dope, by the
I've
way.
seen it done on an XJ too.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day because I was telling Jake because he was saying he needed to get his trailer done, and I was like, dude, if you're gonna go pick up another XJ, turn your old XJ into a fucking trailer and rock that shit. Be
I
so
told
cool.
Mark. I told Mark that that's what we're gonna do with the Forerunner when I build the new one.
I think you should. I think you should just buy an XJ and then turn it into a trailer so that you're always towing an XJ. I think that'd be fucking hilarious.
I think a
I think
third
the Forerunner has
gen
bigger
Goose.
storage than the next gen XJ.
Yeah. I think a Forerunner gooseneck connected to the roof of a rock running Forerunner would be sick.
Oh, so now we're just copying and pasting.
Yeah. But Forerunner instead of XJ.
Or double deck them. Like two. of 'em.
Yeah. It'll have a second story for sure.
Yeah. Just cut a hole right through the floorboards and just get up
Oh,
there and
God.
lay down.
Oh, God. Can you imagine how roof heavy that would be?
Well, I mean, as long as you're not taking it on trails, you're fine. I've seen campers that have been built worse.
Put
All
no
right.
3 of them, 2 in the back stacked up, and then 1 over the tongue, like a fifth
Now
wheel.
we're getting crazy.
Now we're hitting the mark.
Or you just take a school bus and
Yeah.
you take the whole body off of it
Yeah,
and then cut and chop a few forerunners
yeah.
and just make a big ass
Stretch
limo with a
4Runner.
hauler. Yep.
I knew
Make it-
Toyota made a good school bus.
Yep. You put a full body of a third gen in the front for the driving.
4th
then you
gen in
put
the
a-
middle.
Just the back part of it for storage.
Yeah.
Oh
and
no,
then a fifth
And
no,
then-
no!
Then the back for a hauler.
You just gotta do the generation of Forerunners.
Yeah,
proceeding
exactly.
Oh god.
So
that would be
first
so
gen,
ugly.
first gen hood and fenders. 2nd gen front half behind the driver's seat. 3rd gen back half. 4th gen front half. 5th gen back half. 6th gen front half with a frunk.
Yeah, okay. You have to call Patrick for marrying all those other years together like that. He's pretty good at that.
God, it looked terrible.
That would look absolutely donkulous. I think a school
Oh,
bus
shit.
with a 3rd gen front and an extended like rear area, and then the whole back end of it being the hauler part for a 3rd gen, like a built out 3rd gen, would be dope.
Guys, I thought I just found a topper for $200 in Cedar Springs, but it's for an F-150.
Same thing.
No, they're different.
No, I mean F-250s and F-150s are the same thing, just different number.
Yeah, okay. That's like saying that the
Come on.
the Mitsubishi Lancer is the same as an Evo.
It is, same thing.
Yeah, they're the same.
The only difference between an F-150 and an F-250 is the Super Duty on the side of the bed.
Yeah, okay. Don't they make an F-150 Super Duty now?
I don't know. I'm just trying to rage bait you because you like your Fords.
I don't even... No, you can't rage bait me about that because the whole thing's fucking dumb. It was nice when the F-150, F-250, and F-350 shared bodies and beds because then everything was universal. We had to change it and make things complicated.
Yeah, that way you had
Kinda
to
wish
buy
the Maverick
more
was a
specialized
F50.
parts.
The Maverick would be a sick F-50. That's a better name for it too.
That's the ongoing joke. Everyone's taking the Maverick badges and they put F50 on there for the Maverick badges.
I love it.
They have the F-50 in other countries. They won't fucking bring it to the U.S. Sucks. That 50 is
Okay.
sick.
Here's a Lund topper for $100 in Lowell. It's about 6x7, which is pretty similar to my 6x6.5. No one makes a 7-foot bed, but they don't know what truck it goes on, so maybe it's an F1 or F250 topper,
And if it's not, just sell it for the same price on Marketplace.
or drive down there, set it on there, see if it fits, and then go from there.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
No point in buying it if it doesn't work.
But all right, guys, we will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Later.